In Door Kickers 2, you're supposed to see everything, every room, every hallway, every angle, but today, that advantage is gone. Real CQB doesn't come with an overhead map, no planning 3 rooms ahead, no perfect intel, no omniscient overhead view. So today, we're making Door Kickers 2 a lot closer to reality. This mod blacks out the map until the team physically sees it during the mission. Every doorway becomes a gamble, and if we make the wrong call, somebody could die. This is going to be an eliminate all the hostiles mission, but we were told in the briefing that there are quite a few civilians present, so we'll be careful about using explosive charges. We can see from the get-go we've got one door here. That's going to be our primary entry point. We're going to have a couple of guys watch down this corner in case anyone comes from around this side of the apartment complex. And then we're going to have these guys just turn around real quick, make sure there's nothing behind us. But once we've figured out that that's all secure, we're going to have 2 guys move past to watch down the end of the hall. Everyone else is going to be focused on this door. We'll make sure we get across all the way to the other side. That way we've got a nice split stack on the door. So as we open that, we've got good cross coverage into the room. We do have the mod on that lets the enemies shoot through the doors. So whenever possible, we want to try and leave this doorway open in case someone were inside to start shooting at us. So that's why we've got the nice split stack here. So someone's going to have to step center to clear out this before they make entry into the room. So he steps to the center. Now we can see everything clearly. We've got one door here and one door here. This is a glass door, so that's going to be a little bit of a higher priority because you can essentially think of this as just an extension of the hallway because you can see through that door. And then we'll get the rest of the team to stack on this door. As he comes through, he is going to take shots across this little courtyard area through a window into an enemy with the rifle here. We'd rather take that shot first than him turn to us and be able to start spraying through this doorway and hit our entire team. So we're successful in taking him out. Then we're going to move a 3-man team out this way while another 3-man team tackles this door. These guys on their way out, they have to clear these corners. But then again, this is like a big extension of a hallway that needs to be cleared. So we're going to get a couple muzzles this way to make sure that this area is clear while one person holds on that door. These 3 simultaneously will open this door and then see what's going on inside. So we get a couple of shots out into the courtyard area. We're going to go ahead and have this guy hold on this door while these guys move in. So on their way in, we've got one door here and a second door here. 3 guys is not going to be enough to really take care of that. So what we'll do is we'll bring these 2 back in here to help with this problem while he can move back just to here, make sure that no one comes out of this door and make sure no one jumps over these outdoor porch areas. Even though we know in the game, the enemies, I don't think can do that, but we'll go ahead and let them sit here just in case. So these guys will move in. We'll send 2 to this door while 1 holds cover on here. We'd like to have someone plate this door in case someone does start shooting through it. We'd rather be able to immediately start sending shots back and hopefully take rounds in the chest rather than this guy on his way down here just get shot in the side. That'd be unfortunate. So once we get 2 here, they can open this door. We'll do the same thing. We'll step to the center and then get set up on sort of opposite sides and move our way in. So once that's clear, everyone can move up to this door. So in this case, the geometry doesn't really help us in order to open from the door handle side. So what we were going to do is have these 2 guys stand in front of the door, which again, we'd prefer not to have to do, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. While he was going to kick the door open. Unfortunately, he's in the middle of his little door kicking animation, and homeboy opens the door from the other side. So door's going to come open for us either way, but that's why specifically we're not using explosive charges on this map, is because there are a lot of civilians around. If we had placed a door charge there and broken that open, we definitely would have killed a civilian. So that door comes open. We got one hard corner here and then another one here, so we'll split going either direction until that's clear. As he comes to here, we can see that there is a closed door. This area is clear. We know that that leads out to the outside, so we can disregard this door now because he is watching cover in case anyone was to come from this direction. At this point, we probably don't need 5 guys to clear the rest of this apartment building. So we're going to go ahead and send these guys up to link up with these guys. So we'll get set up down here. Again, he's going to have to kick the door because of the geometry here. We can't really get someone onto this side of the door to open it nicely. So he's going to have to kick from the middle. And because of that, we will go ahead and have an operator standing here in the middle of the doorway as well. So here, this is a nice corner-fed room. I don't think there's anyone hiding here on top of the kitchen sink. So we're going to run the rabbit. We'll have these guys come in with their muzzles oriented this direction to clear out all of this dead space. Then we come into another room. Door, this one is locked, so we're going to have to bring our breacher guy down here to use his breaching tool. The only breaching tools we brought were some battering rams and door charges. And again, we don't want to use door charges if we don't have to. So we're going to move the rest of the team up here. These guys are going to run up here. We're going to leave one man down this direction. We'll probably end up pulling him back over to here. But we do want to make sure that, again, this is not something that would happen in the game. You could totally drop coverage here and have him join the rest of the party. But just for a little bit of realism's sake, we'll try and keep someone watching our rear as well. Before you guys comment, we'll go ahead and assume that we have security set back here. So we're going to handicap ourselves a little bit, but not that big of a deal. So these guys are going to run up and continue this direction. These four are coming around this corner. We see we've got one door here and another door here. So we're going to need two guys holding on that door and two guys holding on this door. We'll pause and let everyone sort of catch up to us a little bit here. So you can see we've got two here. He's going out long. So unfortunately, they've got this little barricade set up, so we're going to have to move around the barricade to come back in. We'll push these two to hold on this door. We'll bring three guys around to get ready to open up this door, and we'll bring two guys and just plop them right here. They're behind these sandbags for cover, so because we can't really get into a nice split stack here, that's going to work out well for us. So as we kick that door open, we see a clear area here, just like we did before, and then a lot of weird geometry over here that we're going to have to mess with. So we'll go ahead and send all five guys in here. So as he goes through, he can see that there's a door there. That's now going to be his new responsibility. We'll have someone push up here and someone push alongside him and clear out this area. So once that's clear, we'll go ahead and send three guys, get ready to go up here. These two, we really just need to clear these hard corners since he can see through the glass. We'll clear these two hard corners. As that is happening, someone's coming out this direction, but our security is able to take care of that. We'll have these two guys clear the corners, and then someone can just post up here, make sure no one is going to jump the fence here, and we'll send the rest to have four go through and solve whatever's going on over here. But as that comes open, you see him will take a little step to the center. We've obviously got our closed door here, but it looks like a hallway coming down this direction. So number one man's going to be focused this direction. Two can hold on that door while everyone else shows up. Once we get here, we see that we've got two closed doors down here as well as the one here. So we're going to have two guys hold cross coverage on these while another two clear out this room. As that happens, looks like we got more bad guys coming out from this side and they're being handled properly. Now we're going to have to go through these two doors. What we'd like to do is have these guys sort of go back to back with one facing this way and one facing this way. That way, in case one of the doors opens, we can at least send rounds into the room. Turns out this one is going to be locked, so we're going to have to get our breacher here to use his battering ram, or our breacher right here to use the battering ram. So there's going to be a little bit of shifting and shaking, but all we want to make sure that we have is that we've got muzzles on both doors and our battering ram in the correct position. We want to take this room before we worry about those two. So you can see we've got our guys set up sort of back to back. There's not a lot of room here, and unfortunately that's just the way this room is set up. We would normally just place a breaching charge here, but because there have been so many civilians running around, again, we don't want to have that cone explode anyone who might be on the inside. So our breacher is going to get his breaching tool ready. We'll have him step to the center a little bit, and then we've got these guys back to back holding cover on these doors. So as soon as that happens, this door happens to come open. So it's a good thing we've got our security set right here. We've got 3 bad guys. We'll go ahead and peel this guy off to help shoot this direction while these 2 can quickly clear the bathroom. So as they clear that bathroom, these 3 have taken care of business down here. Now we've got another door here and a lot of dead space here. Obviously there's been, oh, this dude don't got no leg. Obviously there's been some fighting going on this direction. So we want to go ahead and get a flashbang in at this case. So we get the flash in, clear this dead space first. Now we just have this doorway to worry about. We'll send all 4. We should be able to get on both sides of the door here and then open it up. This one's locked again. So good coverage as the door comes open. Again, same situation as here. We just had a pretty good gunfight, so we'll go ahead and toss a flashbang in and then clear the rest of the room. Cool. So that room's been cleared, so now everyone's gonna run outside, join up so we can clear the last bit of the structure. Again, he's holding here to make sure no one jumps across. He's holding... He could honestly join the stack at this point, but we'll just go ahead and pie this door. We find our last guy, and that is the end of the mission. So, 1 minute and 32 seconds to clear this entire large compound. No one got hurt. We'll go ahead and we'll let you guys watch it all the way through with no commentary.
Flashbang out.
Excellent work, entry team.
Alright, so when the team moves efficiently, you can clear a fairly large structure in only about 1.5 minutes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like, subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on, share this with a friend, drop down in the comments, let me know if you liked the Going In Blind mod and what you'd like to see next, and we'll see you in the next one.